Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. I needed to film this video today even if I have the same outfit as another video because I needed to film the intro for my Panda face palette. So you already know that last year I finished one palette and was about to finish another one, and this year I want to do the same. I want to be able to try to finish one palette, but I don't even want to focus that much on the finishing the palette part. What I want to do is, even though it's called the Panda Face Palette, I want to mix it with the Shop My Stash theme that I have going on this year on my channel. So what I'm gonna do is, since I divided the amount of palettes that I have between the months of the year, then I know that I have to use at least 2 palettes a month. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set a 20 uses goal for each face palette that I have on my drawer. But I will have this type of thing going on in which I have a palette that I adore, a palette that's new to my collection, and a palette that's old. I won't be having 2 face palettes, I will be having 3, and the one that I love is the one that's gonna stay for the entire year if I don't feel like I need to rotate it. If I think that I've shown it enough love, I will rotate it and that will be it. And then at the end of the year, I will do a recap and show you how my face palettes look by the end of the year after being used and loved. So on the intro, I'm gonna have 4 palettes because I will come back with my Kevyn Aucoin, the contour palette 4-in-1 Face Essential, and I'm gonna keep this for the first round. And even though I've said this a couple times, if I don't finish this during the first round, which is gonna last 2 months, then I just know that I will not have this palette anymore in my collection, and I will actually consider an empty, because you can see that this is basically empty. And this, I got it to be this way last year on this project. So if you want to see the other 3 palettes that I chose, the old one, the new one, and the loved one, then just keep on watching. Okay, so for the loved palette, the one that I love the most of all the ones that are here is the Bloom palette by Natasha Denona. And this is gonna be a challenge in the sense that it comes with cream products, and you guys know that I'm not the best at finishing cream products. This is a lovely palette though, so it's just something that I wanna get more use out of. When I first got it, I went to Spain with it and I traveled with it, so I used it for 25 days straight after just purchasing it, and I fell so hard in love with it. There's no better way for you to get to know a product than when you travel with it and it's your only choice. This was my only choice and I couldn't be happier. I just loved it. And I've been using it recently and I just adore the blush. I adore the highlight. And I love these shades as well. It's just that they're harder for me. But the fact that I need to work on all the other blushes in my blush project will not take from me working on this palette, on this highlight or whatnot. So I will use this a minimum of 20 times before rotating it out, but I think this will be my palette for the entire year, or at least for 6 months. So I'm pretty excited to have a loved one here. Then for the new one that I kind of already love is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Mini. These pans are so small, maybe they don't look it, but when you put a brush inside of them, they feel small. I wish they were more separate or they had more space between them. Anyway, I love the product inside of it. The blush is not my favorite shade, but it looks beautiful on my cheeks. This highlighting product, I don't know if they have it in the permanent range, but it's so beautiful and it looks seamless on the face. The bronzer wears beautifully on me. It's a little bit deeper for my skin. I have to have a light hand because I can go overboard easily with it. And then this powder, it's beautiful for my skin as well. But you guys know the ambient lighting powders are basically translucent and they work on almost every single skin tone, unless for a few shades that are extremely light. So yeah, this is a palette that I've been falling in love with, but what happens to me is that I tend to not reach for the new products because I don't want them gone, or I just feel like they look beautiful brand new and then I just forget to use them. So I wanted to put this on this project to at least use it 20 times and just show it some love, and then if I want to keep it in the rotation, I will. But I will have a sheet with all of my face palettes and I will put the uses that I have on them, and that way I can tell you guys, even if I rotate these, that I've been using other face palettes. This is the project of the year, to shop my stash. not to finish product that much, but to use all of my products. For the old one, this is a Stephen Klein and NARS collab, and this is a beautiful palette. My other Stephen Klein collab had a bronzer and I finished it completely. It was a Laguna bronzer. This one has this duo, this contouring duo, Paloma. Then it comes with Laguna. It comes with Dolce Vita, and I told you guys that I thought I had these already on a palette, and I have this on a single. I have to decide if I want to keep the single or if I just want to give it away for someone else to use it, because I loved it, but if I have it, I don't want to have duplicates of products. Then I have luster right here, and even though I have another luster, that one is dying, so I don't mind having another luster in here because it's one of my favorite blushes from NARS. And then these two were just on this palette, Robotic and Blasphemy, and these are pinks, and I've been into pinks lately. So yeah, this is a palette that I can get a lot of use out of. I know I can heat pan on the bronzer and on this blush. I want to heat pan on every single face palette that I have. I know it's a hard goal to set, but I truly want to. The truth is that I know that if Natasha Denona comes up with another face palette, I will get it. I love these face palettes from Natasha Denona. I don't use them like a crazy person, but I just love having them and using them from time to time, reaching my collection for them. I used to do the same with the NARS ones, and I keep using them on my makeup artist kit a lot of the time that I go on jobs. I will take a few of them with me because they have everything I need, but I need to work more on my collection. So that's gonna be the project. Every project that you see from me this year is gonna have that feel of me loving my things and just shopping my stash and keep shopping my stash, because even though I love project pans sometimes do not let me go throughout my entire makeup collection and enjoy it. And it's gonna go bad at some point, and if I don't try to just enjoy it, then it will go bad without me using it, and that would be just awful. That's it for the intro of this Panda Face Palette project. I hope you guys love the new way that I'm gonna be doing it. So I will have room to rotate the palettes every 2 months, and I will have an update monthly. And that's it, you guys. I will let you know. I will keep track of everything. I've been doing better this year, just writing down the products that I'm using for each project, and I know I can keep tabs on them. And I will see how it goes. If I want to leave, like I said, the Bloom palette for the entire year, I will, and I will let you guys know how that goes. But that's gonna be it for this project. As an emoji, if you watch the entire video, just leave something related to Bloom, or just leave something related to Robotic because of the blush on the Stephen Klein and NARS collab. And that's it, you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. I love you, and I guess I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.